Okay, here we are in the basement of 1401 Sandpiper. This is the house that's just got finished. As you can see, I see a lot of framing material above my head. I see a lot of ductwork, a lot of electrical, a lot of plumbing. This down here is the guts of the house. And that's what I like about a ranch house where you have a nice big basement. So that all the guts of this house is exposed for you to work on, for you to be able to see if something's wrong, or for you to be able to access if you want to change something, if you want to remodel. But this is something last year's class didn't get a lot of chance to work on because this was more the rough framing portion of the house. This is where we will be starting when we get out here to build our house. So you can see I've got some giant steel beams above my head right here that are holding this house up. We've got concrete walls. We've got a concrete floor. We got pipes coming through the concrete floor. We got wires running up the wall. We've got a furnace down here. We've got a water heater down here. You've got your service panel down here. You've got your water service down here. All of these things you guys will play a part of when we're building a house. However, you can't just go throwing these things together all at once. Building a house, half of it is knowing how to build. The other half is knowing when to do it. Because if you don't do these things in the proper order, people get screwed up, contractors get mad, and people are stepping on each other's toes, and that's what we don't want. And if you are so incredibly skilled that you're going to do every facet of this house by yourself, you will take a long, long time to do it because it's hard to switch from framing your house to running the plumbing to your house, to frame some more, to go back to running the electrical, to running the ductwork and putting in a furnace and a water heater, cutting out holes in the ground for pumps and whatnot. But anyway, as you guys can see, we will be starting with hopefully a foundation. Foundation walls, foundation floor, or basement floors. You're going to have steel beams above your head right here. That has to go up. They have to be nice and level with the rest of the elevation of the house so everything builds up nicely. So I've got my floor framing systems right up here, my floor joists. These are 2x10 floor joists. I've got bridging in between here. Every joist span needs bridging down it. I've got stairwell walls over here holding the stairs up. Once again, here's my steel. As you guys can see, all the mechanicals run through here. We will probably have contractors in here installing the mechanicals, but this is something I hope to get to this year and have you guys working alongside of them. Now, the vast array of different fields that are available in the building trades realm are just too numerous to even count. So what I hope you guys get out of this class is a little bit of experience in each one of these trades so you guys can figure out something that interests you, something that you like, something that you're good at, that you can go ahead and have a little bit of hands-on experience before you guys get into the workforce. Hopefully I will have some nice lessons on putting up our foundation walls here. You got to dig a hole, you got to excavate, you got to have an engineer come and check out the soil. You got to pour the forms for the footings, which are down below our wall, all the way down there in the ground. Concrete walls sit on top of footings, and then we can start building our walls and stuff up here. But as you can see, this house is done in metal rigid conduit for the electrical. It's done in copper for the plumbing up here. You can see the copper plumbing pipes right up there run down the house. And then we have these big old pipes, all the ductwork. We got to make sure we lay our house out and design our house accordingly so we have room for all these things in here. And then you can get to putting in your furnace, putting in your water heater, hooking up the plumbing in your sump pits so you don't get water in the basement. Here's part of our rough framing. We had to have some walls to hold up our stairwell here. We can work our way upstairs around the corner. We've got a nice stairwell here, which you can see. Building trades from last year did. There's everybody's name, starting from my name at the bottom all the way. Who do we end with up there? I don't know, like Isaac or somebody at the top. But we got to learn how to cut stairs. We have to have an even rise all the way up. We can't just set a bunch of blocks up there and call it a staircase. But anyway, we got to work from the ground up. And this framing down here, this floor framing system to cover up our basement and give us a suitable spot for us to have our house on top of, this is what we're going to be dealing with for primarily a good portion of this first quarter here, is getting ourselves a floor. So we're going to move upstairs in just a minute, continue our video.